Looks abandoned.
Fleshwalker, tongue talker, far you reach into memory. Tell me of home.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Dwegar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwegar rot. I mean to remain in the Underdark, and I...
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name. Right. Never mind. Please. I know better than to promise coin. He'll find his own way out, or he will. I'll wait a little longer. Well, right now. Waiting for that idiot Balin's return. Unless you've seen him, we don't have much to discuss. Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick. Like I told you already, I'm waiting for that lummox Balin. The rest is my own business. Well? Keeping the old turnip.
Oakfather's blessings to you. A hideous, hopefully. I've chosen a precise This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the grove in my absence. Indeed. It's those we have to get to Moonrock, precious little. There's all I help. If I can join you and get close, well, I start perhaps. Put it from your mind for now. But in my eagerness, beware. I'm just glad to. I'll miss my books. That I can find all the wisdom they contain out here firsthand. Is that so? Well, nature does abhor.
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well,
You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes. Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life. I was past the That's all I know. That's all I need to know. How cynical. I should borrow that line sometime. But if Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady to try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes. Perhaps you're right. But there's little we can do about it just now. Maybe a way will present itself in time if Lady Shah wills it. The wound on my hand. I'll try my best. But I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that.
You recognize the feathered creature. It's the owlbear cub you rescued. The cub tilts his head. He does not trust you. Yet. The cub's eyes lock onto the food in your hand. He takes a hesitant step toward you, his beak chittering hungrily.
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
Alarmed by your companion's approach, the cub turns heel and runs.
I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
Might be useful.
Looking into the hole, you see only darkness. It's impossible to tell how deep it goes. Your call echoes as it plunges downward.
That's a super tree.
Gouges.
These
Something's
things drain
marking
away
its
one's
territory.
magic.
Best be
Shouldn't
careful.
linger here.
Free for the taking.
Eager for battle.
Well, so much for peace. Don't waste a step. Death is but a word away. Let's light.
I am fury. I am death.
dull moment. One day I'll catch a break.
Let's end this. Got to keep fighting. Got to press on. I am fury. I am death. You burn or you break.
In case you were wondering, it's calling the rest of it back.
Mistra Rill.
Another fight. Let's go.
She even offered me. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this. I admire the vigor with which you uphold your principles. But I would remind you that the evils of the Absolute are far greater than any moral Your confidence in our existing capabilities is quite rousing, though. Perhaps that spirited enthusiasm will be strength enough to subdue the cult when the time comes. Ah, yeah. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to try to control Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. Do you? So do I. You see, I'm not a big believer in fate. Life is a tempest of events that sometimes we brace against, and sometimes embrace. You're one such event that, one day soon perhaps, I'd like to embrace.